My name is Jeanette, and I am a high vibrational being. I'm here to deliver a message. This message is not for everyone, so only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. It's a very powerful message that I received yesterday from God. And I'm very thankful, very protected, and I am always guided by the Spirit of God. Yesterday I was here in my home. I was feeling spiritually, I was psychically being attacked. And this is I woke up very, how do you say it? A massive headache, nausea, and I wanted to go out and go to some things that I do on the weekends to draw and paint, but my father guided me to stay home, and I did heal through the prayer of the Most High God and through the energy of Jesus Christ, because I called upon Him to come into my vessel and heal this massive headache and nausea that I was feeling. I knew what it was because we had the 666 portal that was activated. I know that there's no weapon that's formed that could ever hurt me. I know that for a fact. But I do feel the resonance of this energy that is being sent out. But as I was also in meditation, I was writing things that I was proud of myself. I wrote this yesterday. Channeled automatic writing. I was doing this automatic writing, and I wrote what I am proud of. I am proud of the God, Creator that I serve, that has a heart of unconditional love for all that is for all. He is very protective of His children. I am proud of my resilience and seeing things from a higher perspective. I am so proud to stand in my power, speak my truth in a peaceful, compassionate, and forgiving understanding and pure of love. I don't see a need for violence, anger, jealousy, mistreatment of others, competition, greed, and or bullying others. I believe if we speak our truth in a very authentic, powerful way without violence, we will be able to deliver the messages we are trying to transmit out into the universe. As I continue to heal, I am able to take full responsibility for the part that I took in my journey, in my life, that I caused any chaos in my life and the children of my life. I came into this world with so much hexes and curses and generational karma I needed to face and release. I know better now that God has big plans for His children. I stay strong, very faithful and loyal to my Creator. I do so I do believe that Jesus was the Son of God because I am the daughter of the Creator. Also here to spread the love God has for His children. I faithfully know that I am an ancient old soul here to help raise the consciousness of the collective. I followed God's law, I followed spiritual law, and I caused no harm to humanity, animals, Mother Gaia, water, or the air. My rights have been violated, just like all of humanity. But since my awakening, I've learned everything that I went through was to go back to the sovereign being that I am, and I claim my birthright. The channel song that I got was No, we're not going to take it. So at this time, there's a lot of protests going on in this world. I have said this a long time ago, years ago, that a big, there was going to be multiple protests all around the world for the injustice that has been caused on humanity, on people's lives, taken advantage, enslavement. And then as I was in this space of writing and in meditation, Spirit, my Father, sent a message to the President of the United States, Donald Trump. This is a message God is guiding me to deliver to you. You were given a position to help humanity as a leader of the United States. Instead, you took it upon yourself to wage war with immigrants by violating their sovereign rights. Not talking about those who are illegally here, talking about the mothers, the children, those who were taken. You have no authority to take husbands, wives, children from their loved ones and deport them to be enslaved in other countries. God knows everything about you and your secrets. This all has to do with the Epstein and Diddy connection. You both have secrets in these files that can put you and others away for a very long time. As Melania being your wife, you met her when she was a young woman and you was a much older man. You have been photographed at Epstein's parties and islands when he entertained the Illuminatis with young children. I know that you have pardoned Epstein and faked his death, and you made it your business to protect him. Somewhere overseas where he is protected, you are being watched by your Creator and have violated the rights of many women, children, and men. But your days are numbered. You used Elon Musk, and Elon Musk used you to your benefit. You're both thought that by using each other one was going to take advantage of the other, but neither are going to come out as winners. Neither of you are going to come out as winners, because your intentions was not to help humanity, but to service yourselves. At this moment, your foundation is crumbling. Your decision making is unbalanced. Your thought process, you have none. You're quick to order people, and everything in your life is falling apart. Elon Musk is under heavy adrenochrome, Special K, maybe some other sort of illicit drugs. Something happened in the Oval Office that Elon Musk ended up with a black eye. Anyway, the purpose of this message is that God is going to make sure that every lie will be exposed to the collective. If Elon Musk wants to make it better with God, he would need to speak his truth and repent to God. Remember, God is a forgiving God. God is not a liar. He's not a pedo. Needs to let the world know that Jay-Z, Beyonce, and many on the Epstein files hurt and murked, took out children, trafficked many immigrant children from their homes all over the world. And you have proof. You got rid of a lot of people in the industry because they know your secrets. 2, in taking part of children being auctioned. Charities, using charity parties as a facade to pay for children in these parties. Charity parties that your best friend, Mr. President, Epstein, catered to. The time has come. The time has come. And you doing this protesting, sending out these troops to these places, this is a distraction from the truth to take it out of your view. Don't let the news project on what really happened between you and Elon Musk. Elon Musk knows a lot. Elon Musk knows your secrets. Those files. I think there was a raid not so long ago in which the lady that your speaker, the defense, try to get these files because they need to be brought to the public. You said that Biden is bad. You're all not in the upright. You all are not. You all are not for the people. You're all trying to hide the truth, trying to create another Nazi, Hitler type of scenario. Yes, it will play it out because this is all has to play out in the world. But I just want to let the people understand, not to fear this tactic, not to give in into this scam that these people are putting you through. They are putting out this fear because they don't want you to know how beautiful and talented and created and loving you are, because you came from a divine being. You came from God. And they don't want you to stand in your power, because they know if we all stand in our power, we all stand up in a way that we speak the truth without any violence, without attacking one. That's a strategy that needs to take place when you create this chaos. The light beings don't work with chaos. We know how to transmute that energy. We know that this is a tactic that has been played out into the energetic field to try to bring violence, to attack one another. And if you fall into that trap, you're giving power to those who are creating this chaos. And Donald Trump, Mr. President, we're not scared of you. We're not scared of you. We're not scared of anyone. I wasn't scared to come into and speak this message that God has sent me to deliver to you. You was given ample time to make it right. You chose the other path. That's something that you will have to live with. You have children. You have grandchildren. You have a wife. You have family. I always pray for the best. Pray for no violence. What you created this weekend, a lot of people who are in the dark fell into that. There was many people who were attacking officers who really didn't deserve to be attacked. These military people were placed there exactly not knowing the reason. They're being fed lies. We don't need to attack these officers. We don't need to attack the military at this time, because these are the pawns that are being used by the president. Instead of coming together, we need to come together and speak about the injustice, not attack one another. They opened up a portal. They did a they sent out this energy of chaos, of violence, of anger, of attacking one another. But those who are in their power do not fall into that energy. We are not touched by it. We will send prayer. We will send healing. We will send so much, because prayer is very, is miracles that comes from sending prayers to all those who are experiencing, who are in the midst of those attacks. Prayers to those soldiers. Do you know that they threw so much rocks, so much fireworks towards them? They did a lot. And these soldiers just stood there. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. And I know many people prayed that no violence on innocent people would happen, because the way these militaries work, they came into LA, California. It was really, it was something out of a movie, something that was never experienced, but God said this was going to happen. This has already been predicted. And this thing that occurred already happened in the spiritual realm. It's just here at this moment. And we of the light, we will continue to send so much healing to all those that are in the front line, that is doing their job and standing there while other people are screaming profanity. I was just taken back, and I was like, wow, these soldiers, they were men and women standing there being cursed at, being brutally abused, and it wasn't their fault. It's not their fault. There's a way to send a message, and the message is not to attack. Is to come from a space of love, understanding, compassion. I know people are very upset. I know that. Nobody has a right to come into your home and take your children, take your wife, take your family, take you out of your space. But when you are not searching for God, and you forget that God is the one in control, these things happen. When you are always praying, always being in, I can't even, in this state of balance, in this state of connection with your divine Father, there's no weapon that is formed against you that could ever prosper. Ever. They could never, ever come near you if you have faith in the Most High God. If you believe that some injustice has been caused in your life, you will speak. You will share your story. But you will not brutally attack someone who is so innocent, but is put in the front line to bring peace and not to bring any violence towards anyone. And some who did this violent act, they were not even, the majority was not even the protesters. These people were rioters. They were young people who were wearing hoodies, who were gang affiliated, who were throwing these bombs with gasoline, burning up cars for no reason. What was the purpose? I don't see the purpose behind violence. Violence doesn't resolve. And this is what Donald Trump was putting out there. And many fell into the trap. Do you believe that whoever was out there rioting and burning cars, you are going to face judgment? You are going to face federal charges because you were in the media? Your faces were being shown. You was throwing things from the bridges. You was throwing things at the cops. You was throwing at the horses. You was even trying to hurt the horses. Animals. That's not a way of protesting. That is not a way of letting your voice be heard. There's a way to protest, but not through violence. Don't let the higher ups, don't let these people take your power. Don't let this energy of this darkness that is all over the world create chaos in your life. Seek the Most High God. Seek Him who is here, who is always with you to help you, guide you to the light. We are sovereign beings. We have a right to live a life without being bothered. But if you give that energy to the government, you give that energy to the authority, you give your energy to these people, and you don't stand up in a space of righteousness, we all have to heal. This is not brand new. This has been going on for thousands and thousands of years. This has been written in the Bible. And many don't get it. We're not supposed to be fighting among each other. We're supposed to be helping each other, loving each other, being very productive, very creative, making positive changes in our world, in Mother Gaia. Purge all this energy out. Release things that no longer serve you. Come from a space of peace. They want you to be in your chaos. If you don't know your power and you don't know what they're doing, it's like, do you know how many challenges I face every single day of my life? Every single moment of my life? I speak from experience because the spiritual attacks continue. But when you are in the space of oneness with God, those weapons that are foreign will never prosper, ever prosper. They come. We send them off with blessings. You send them off, you pray for them. You pray for your enemies because that's what we do. We don't bring light to where there is darkness. We don't bring darkness. We don't add to the dark. We bring light. We shine that shadow aspects of ourselves back at them. It's a mirror effect. This world and the people, it's like, if you don't know, it's like a game. It's like a game of chess. Okay? Will you come out a winner? Or will you fall into the trap? My phone is always being monitored. Always. Okay? I don't see not one person on my live. Not one. Okay? But I see other things. I see other things. I see the energy. And I send blessings to these people. It's just, it's very, it was like yesterday somebody said, Trump escucha, estamos en la lucha. Say, Trump hear us. We are, it's like they're fighting for their freedom. These people, this is God's world. Yes, God will make sure those who cause injustice, who do things to children, who do things unlawfully, but they're the leaders who send out this energy on a massive scale. It's a quantum scheme. It starts from the top. And they use the people as their how you say, those bishops that in the chess game. They will try to block divine beings from, but where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? How do you see this for your children? Do you believe everything that is going on with the government is meant to help you? This trial that is going on with Diddy, there is more to this picture than what anybody can ever imagine. There are leaders who participated, and Diddy is very quiet about it. He's quiet. And there is a reason why. There's a reason why. The Illuminatis, they're all gonna go. They didn't do anything good to people who are very talented. What they did was take out their adrenochrome, bagged it up, and put it in their vessel. Okay? They even, little babies, okay, wanted to stay more younger, more youthful. Adrenochrome. Research it. Okay? They found bags of this in Diddy's home. How did he get this? The world leaders, they're the biggest suppliers, pharmaceutical suppliers, illicit suppliers, children's suppliers. It's all being exposed. There's more that's going to happen. If you are not in God's, if you're not following God's path, you're not following Jesus' path, the Buddha path, you're not in a space of love, forgiving, compassionate, doing your spiritual work, minding your own, taking care of your own, being creative, creating a world of peace, This message, I heard it very clearly yesterday. I'm like, I gotta deliver a message to Donald Trump. Spirit, yes, I gotta listen to my father. I gotta listen to my father. He was given a position, just like every other president in this world. The Obamas. Don't think the Obamas are not involved in this Epstein file. The Epstein file has major names. A lot of them have been taken out. I mean, a lot of them are clones. A lot of these people who are in this Epstein file are clones. They're not the real people. The real Biden, the real Obamas, the real Oprah Winfrey. Okay? They're not. They're clones. They have been terminated. You don't have to believe me. They're very advanced technology that the White House has big connections to. They work with beings not of this world. They will try to put fear in you about these divine beings that one day will be part of humanity. I know. I am a star seed. And when you're a star seed and you have been here before, they want to take you out and engineer your DNA because of this connection, the gifts that is embedded, that is coded within our DNA that they have no access to. That's why they are always doing human experiments on children who are very artistic. That's why I say protect your children. They always come for the women, and they always come for the children, the innocent, the pure. The men they use to also MK Ultra them to be used as pawns in WAR or to do things that normal, like people with morals, with values, with respect would never do. That's why it's important to stay away from illicit drugs, stay away from alcohol, sustain yourself away from having sex with other people, because there are soul ties, there's entities, demonic entities that are attached to these people that you could easily encounter. If you don't know how to protect yourself, there's a lot in this world that people have no idea. They all call us crazy, okay? We don't know what we're talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why ever since I have awakened, I haven't experienced any chaos, family. I stay in the space with God. I'm healed. And when you heal, you receive the connection you have with the Most High God. He is real. He is very protective. The spiritual realm is very much a very live realm. But they don't tell you that. The church don't tell you that. The leaders don't tell you that. They don't tell you this you're a sovereign being. But all they do is tell you that you need to go to work from 9 to 5 and slave, and then follow when the calls of WAR comes, you need to go out and defend something that you don't even know what you're defending. And you're being caught in a crossfire of injustice. These people who was in the front line being abused by other people who didn't know how to voice themselves. Wasn't a pretty picture. Coming after them like they knew exactly what was going on. They don't know, and you're attacking the wrong people. We need to stand in our true voice yourself, but without violence. Violence does not pay. Violence does not give you any upper hand. You're causing violence on people that have nothing to do with, they're just doing their job. They need to be educated more, yes. Yes, they do need to be, but remember, they are also MK Ultra, because when they go through these trainings, they are mind controlled. Just like the Nazis were mind controlled, okay? Hitler had a way of putting these people, putting the mentality to put these soldiers to harm and hurt other people. But that is not happening no more, because everything is coming to the light, and they try to do it all over again. Don't let Donald Trump, any leader, distract you from your spiritual path, your journey, if you are on this journey. If you feel you have been treated unfairly, voice it, but voice it in a space that is not attacking. Bring your message clearly and say, you know what? That was wrong. You come into Home Depot, you send these men to take these children and take them to countries, to places, to a jail where they're not even being fed right. These are the elites. These are people that have billion-dollar money investments in these jailhouses, okay? They have investments in the pharmaceutical because they want you to be under their control. Don't give them that power. Call upon your Father, your God, your Creator, your ancestors, your guides. They will help. I just came to deliver that message, and I hope everybody Have a blessed evening. Do not give these people. Protect your children. If you use drugs, tell God to touch your soul, to help you stop using any kind of illicit drugs that is going to distract you from what is really happening in this world, from taking you away from the Most High God. We all come here into this world with karmic hexes and curses and generational karma that we all need to heal from. We're not perfect, but we have to return back home. And God is a forgiving God. Remember, God forgives you for any injustice, whatever you have done. Even the ones who have taken life, He forgives. I forgive the person who took my son's life. I forgive all those who have and continue to try to take me out. You can't. You don't have that power. You can't. I am going to continue to be a servant to the Most High God, the messenger, whatever He wants me to do for Him or her, because it's an energy, very high vibrational, very loving, very caring, very abundant, very powerful, and we have a spark of that energy within all of us. Claim your sovereignty. Claim sovereignty over everything in your life. Don't let these people take control of your mind, your heart. Your heart is very beautiful, very loving. It comes from, that's where God lies in your vessel. And you have free will. We all have free will. We all had choices. We all had to make our choice. Many chose to stay back, and many of us chose to go towards the light. And you can never, ever take our power away. You can never harm or hurt any one of us or our family members, because the Lord will always protect them. They are always protected. Remember that. I love you all. Have a good night, and stay prayed up. Do not feed into the chaos. We are in these times where it has been written in the Bible that those who oppressed God's children, their foundations, and God's children will be blessed with the kingdom of heaven. Namaste.